What is this episode? Hello, my fellow dweebs, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are on season 2, episode 8 of my Arcane reaction series. This episode is called Killing is a Cycle, and let's get watching. This animation will never stop dazzling me.
Drink the moment, Malmadada. There is no time like your first.
I'm one of you?
Able to sense others' inner selves.
I wondered if that was
and bend their
her.
Magic.
What does that make you? Even now you hide your true face behind illusions.
Oh, that's
The
right.
greatest illusion of them all.
They're a shapeshifter.
The calamity is approaching.
Oh dear.
Those untouched by the Arcane fear us.
What is this?
Welcome.
The blood should sustain Victor for a short while. Beyond that, it is up to his own will.
You promised a cure to death.
Wow, this is getting so intense, you guys.
Your ingenuity deserves praise.
Victor.
I am grateful.
You can inhabit your followers.
We are one.
Oh
Is
my
the
god.
glorious evolution.
A hive mind.
I will deliver you to this anomaly if you agree to empower every soldier I bring you.
I will evolve all those willing.
No! Season 1 Victor would never.
He's there.
Oh, she washed her hair. Somebody washed it for her. Maybe Kate?
Maybe we can negotiate.
Not with Ambessa. I saw it in her eyes.
Oh, I
She
love
will
her
burn both
hair.
over to the ground for my betrayal.
You can't blame yourself.
I don't need consolation.
Sorry, Maddie. You are out of here.
She saved your life.
She's being held in the bunker while I decide what to do. I was waiting for you to recover.
Kate.
She's changed.
We can't erase our mistakes.
If you're here to kill me,
She hasn't even.
make sure to finish the job.
Vi thinks you've changed.
She can't accept what you and I know. There are no happy endings. I didn't know your mom was there. It probably wouldn't have made a difference, but I didn't know.
I expected Jinx to be broken after Isha's death, but this is been worse than I thought.
Jace? What happened to you?
He doesn't trust her, he doesn't trust anything anymore.
How can I know you aren't lying to me?
Why would you think I am?
Because you used me and Victor for Hex Tech. You called us investments.
You were a wise investment.
Hello? What is this episode?
Victor,
Oh,
for all our
so scared.
sakes, stay away from the Hex Gates.
In my confusion, I was unable to reconcile this. Let us instead do this once again as partners.
My partner died in this room.
I hate that they're enemies now.
Go away.
So good.
You're too late.
Killing is a cycle. One that started long before Vanda and me, and that will continue long after the two of you.
I'm done running in circles.
Jinx, I think the cycle only ends when you find the will to walk away.
Jinx? You're never gonna give up on me, are you? Hey! You don't have to worry about me anymore. You don't need to feel guilty about being happy. You deserve to be with her.
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Break the cycle. Jinx!
Oh my god. Wow, everybody's here. She's still got her Jinx colors on. Okay, let's cross that bridge, people! Nothing brings people together like a common enemy. Hey, season 1.
I choose wrong every time. And because of it, I've lost everyone.
Sorry to say, you've grown a bit predictable.
Yes! This is the kiss I was looking for from season 2. Oh! I wish to not be perceived watching this. This is so hot. Okay, speaking of this show exceeding my expectations every time. Okay, focus, Alicia, focus.
You're alive. You let him die.
I carried him in my belly, nursed him from my bosom. He was all the sweetness in my heart. For that they took him, carved into me a wound that will never close. Every one of us is equal on the battlefield. That through cunning, sweat, and steel, we shape our destinies.
What have you done, Mother?
Doctor, you may begin the process.
I guess this is goodbye.
I miss our talks.
You really are the best of us.
No. You won't. Take a seat, but I'm my final friend. Stay your pretty eyes on cold.
What is happening is so terrifying, but the animation is so incredible. I'll never get over this show.
If I cross the line, if I cross the line.
We have one more episode left to resolve this. I have no idea how we are gonna wrap this up in one more episode. There's so much happening and there's so much that has happened this season. This episode being no exception. So let's go back to the start and I'll sort of give my commentary scene by scene because I think that's the only way I'm gonna get my thoughts together. I find it interesting that the shape-shifting mage that was trying to get Mel on their side chose the form of the girl that Mel wanted to spare but Ambessa ultimately killed during one of the flashbacks in season 1. I mean, they said it explicitly, Mel is an empath, and I think they were trying to evoke a sense of empathy in Mel in order to persuade her. And I know we've seen this necklace in season 1 as well that the mage is wearing and then gives to Mel, but I cannot remember the context. That's something I'll have to go back and look at. It's also so sad realizing how much Ambessa cares about power more than anything else. I really think her desire for revenge has consumed her throughout her life. She's lost everything and everyone she ever cared about in pursuit of this goal. I believe that she loves Mel, but it's more important to her that Mel is a weapon than a daughter. And that just breaks my heart for both of them. And then we have Victor, who has completely lost himself. He was one of my favorite characters in season 1. Victor is best boy. So to watch him slowly devolve or evolve, depending on how you look at it, into someone and something we don't even recognize is tragic. His cautionary tale is not all that different from Ambessa's at this point. They just are driven by different motives. And although Victor believes his to be altruistic, ultimately it is about power and control. He just so sincerely believes that the world would be better off this way. But Sky can see that he's lost himself by her line at the end, and I agree wholeheartedly with Jace. We lost Victor at the end of season 1. And as seems to be the pattern with this show, Jinx absolutely broke me in this episode. Seeing Jinx as a ghost of herself, I really didn't think it could get worse than the broken Jinx we saw sitting down in the chair at the end of season 1, but this takes the cake. Not eating and self-harming, hearing voices in her head again when she spoke to Silco. I can't take credit for this, but I wanted to mention something that my partner brought up about Jinx because I thought it was such an astute observation. I'm not sure where this saying comes from, so if someone wants to educate me in the comments down below. It's said, or I've heard before, that hair holds memories. And there are so many ways that this could be applied to Jinx. In last episode, episode 7, which is the one that my girlfriend commented on, Powder has short hair, which maybe represents that she's lighter and freer and doesn't have as many memories or regrets that she feels like she needs to hold on to. Whereas Jinx has one of the longest hair lengths of any character in the show. It's usually tied up in these neat, fun little braids, but in this episode, it's completely undone. And of course, she's in a holding cell, so she might not be able to do her hair. But if I know these writers and I know this show, I think it's meant to represent that Isha's death was the undoing of Jinx. I was a bit confused by what Caitlin meant when she said she didn't need all the guards at the Hex Gates. It's my assumption that she's doing something to help Jinx, because that's what her and Vi's fight was about earlier in the episode, and I think in order for them to have made up, Caitlin would have had to come around in some capacity that would benefit Jinx. And I really hope that this is the case, because the scene between Vi and Jinx was the hardest scene in this episode for me to watch. I think this season has been so expansive and heightened, but at the end of the day, Arcane is a show about these two sisters. I'm not gonna delude myself into thinking that I'm getting a happy ending, but at least one that's bittersweet would be nice. And speaking of Vi and Kate making up, I have to say, when I saw the track list for season 2, I knew Kate and Vi would survive this season at least until the King Princess song dropped. Because come on, we all knew why she was here. It was also just so nice to get a properly passionate scene between Caitlin and Vi, because the kiss they shared in episode 3 was sweet, but it felt like, and honestly was, a broken promise and an attempt to restore what was already broken. Versus this kiss, which was the complete opposite of that. I can't believe the finale is next, you guys. I truly don't know what to expect. It's also a miracle that as long as it's taken me to get through this season, nothing has been spoiled for me, but I just feel like from start to finish, anything I thought I knew about Arcane was flipped on its head. So to try to make any predictions almost seems like a waste of time, but whatever happens, I have a feeling it's not gonna disappoint. Well, it might disappoint in the sense that like characters die that make us sad, but I doubt it will be disappointing from a overall show experience perspective. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and subscribe to my channel for new reactions every week. And if you would like access to full-length reactions, early release to my videos, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/AliciaDweeb. And I will see you dweebs later.